What up? Welcome to Deep Talk with Sony Blaze, where we get to have deep intellectual conversations with high mind individuals right in the smoothest city in the world, Rochester, New York. I am your very knowledgeable host, Sony Blaze, and welcome to Deep Talk with Sony Blaze. Like I said last week, I'm going to do something a little different, and also I'm slowly getting back into the flow of things because I did take a break from recording and doing videos, but as for these next upcoming weeks, I'm going to do something a little different and whatsoever. So, and I'm not going to just put out, or I should say, I'm going to not actually put out scripts yet again, or I should say talk points, because usually whenever I do the talk with Sony Blaze, I have talk points that I want to go over, but at least for now, especially for me to actually getting back into Deep Talk with Sony Blaze, I want to go ahead and just experiment on this. And eventually, I'm probably going to do like maybe a 2 week live soon. Maybe next week I do a live or a week after that. But I definitely will do a live of the end of this month. I didn't do it this month. That the like 2 weeks ago, because that's like I said, that's when I pretty much took a break. I was like, I may take a break after on the week that I'm supposed to go do live, but I'm not sure. So once again, we'll see. Well, mainly today, I want to talk about one of the main things that, and this is going to be, I'm probably going to talk about other things and whatsoever, and but I want to talk about hmm the avoidance archetype, and especially if you're a man, the the will to actually do what you need to do and put in the work and whatsoever, and trying to find your own lane, trying to find your own thing. And like I said, we're gonna talk about a few other things, but for now, we're just gonna just jump right in. So, anyways, it's like this though, man. Uh, as of lately, especially as of these past 3 weeks or a couple of weeks, I've been going through TikTok and whatsoever, because because the best way I can say I wasn't in the right state of mind and whatsoever, or I won't say the right state of mind, but you know, I was low. I was low, and you can say as for now, I was using Twitch for pick me up and whatsoever. And one thing I came across that really interests me, because it seems like I'm kind of like that as to that, is the term avoidant, and what avoidant is and what's up. So now this is my definition, not definition, but this is what my perspective, what I got from it. But there's an actual definition and whatsoever. Google's free for now. Go ahead and Google. But an avoidant type, and avoidant mainly, and like I said, this is my definition, or like not definition, but my perspective, blah blah blah. I haven't really looked up the definition, but an avoidance is a individuals who tend to run away or dodge a problem or situation that comes up, that actually that they see, but then they don't want to actually solve it or handle it. And that is something interesting that I came across and whatsoever, because I have to say that kind of fits, a little bit of, my personality, my mindset. I'm not saying I'm proud of it or anything like that. No, 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 no. But one of the main things that, as I'm going through my road of healing, and hopefully whenever whoever actually watched this video, they actually go through their they be able to pick up some things from their journey of healing and whatsoever. But one thing I figured out that I was pretty much that makes sense to me is that I'm avoiding it because there once if somebody gets close to me or there's a issue or whatsoever, there be a time that I sit there and pretty much my brain turns off, bloop, and I just go the other way, or I just or I just can't handle it and I get a little emotional, and I just say fuck it, and I just try to actually just basically push it off and whatsoever. And I will say this as well, especially as a a black male growing up in the United States and whatsoever, and also a Haitian American. There was not a lot of things that's out there that assist on the male black experience, especially a male black experience with that is part of the diaspora of another country. And it's all right. And before I continue on, let's go ahead and just because I don't want to sit there and just mumble over my words and just really get towards mental spiral, because that's a lot of thing. That's another thing too. Like if you're avoidant or whatsoever, you tend to have a mental spiral. That's another thing that I got from TikTok or in my doom scrolling, as you say. that, but I heard about this before, because myself, I recognize this as well too, because there'd be times I'd be mentally spiraling and whatsoever. Now I have got better with it, and the stuff that I actually placed upon on the previous episode of Deep Talk with Sony Blaze, those are the stuff that I use. So the stuff that I will put out, whenever it's the educational part of Deep Talk, those are the stuff that I use or I think that actually might be useful. This is not the things that I say or do or explain is stuff that I have done, and this is not something that how influencers out there to be like they say, oh, come try this product and never use this product at all. No, that's not me whatsoever. So anyways, we just gotta get into it. And now one thing that have picked up on and learning, because like I said before, I am an avoidant type and whatsoever, is whenever a situation gets there and I miss my chance to go through this, but whenever it's something that looks like you about to go, that looks like it's getting towards that point, you got to go through that fire. Especially as men, you got to go through that fire. You got to sit there but not just go through that fire. Go through that fire with the calmness and confidence of yourself. And I'm still learning about that. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I ain't a perfect person, and that's another thing too. We all ain't perfect. We all make mistakes, and this is kind of messing up a little bit. We're all not perfect. We all make mistakes and whatsoever, and yeah, and it's tough. It's hard. It's I don't know what to say, but I do know what to say. It's hard. It's tough, but that's how life is, and the more that going back to my perspective, the more that I continue to travel onto this journey called life, the more that I start to learn the things that you thought that will hurt you will make you stronger. Yes, but it's not like the greatest thing to actually go through, because let's be real, it sucks. But if we learn how to sit there and work with ourselves and work with the instabilities that we have, then it will be a lot more better. It'll be a lot more better. Now, before we continue on to this, man, like once again, I am looking for guests for Deep Talk with Sony Blaze. So if you got anybody who wants to actually go ahead and have a deep convo with me, whether they're in the Rochester area or online, does not matter. I would love to actually have a conversation with you. Whatever you, if you're a scientist, a spiritualist, you know, a religious person, a politician, you know, a cook, whatever. If you got a word and you need a platform to go ahead and speak on, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to actually sit there and hit you up and have that deep convo. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? Yeah, y'all know what? You know what? Yeah, 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 yeah. So, and also with this, and hopefully, I might end up doing deep talk a little bit more of this, especially when I'm by myself, because well, y'all will see. Y'all will see in the future. Y'all will see in the future. We're gonna work on it. We're gonna work on it. But anyways, it goes. I'm probably gonna do a lot more episodes that's gonna be mixed up. I was about to talk about something else, but we save that for another episode. But I just want to at least record as much as I can here. And like I said before, I'm gonna start to juggling to exactly what I'm gonna do with Deep Talk with Sony Blaze and whatsoever. So, but I got to get back into the consistency of things and whatsoever for it. So, you know what? Before we do end it, I want to actually talk about consistency as well too, and what I've been learning and whatsoever. So, and I can't remember exactly what I was speaking about last week and whatsoever, but it doesn't matter. It's this week, and y'all are here. Wait, y'all are here with me. So, consistency. Oh boy. I'll have to say this when it comes to consistency. A lot of us, we kind of got the concept and the word consistently wrong. Y'all know what I mean by that. Like the word consistent wrong, okay? Because yes, it does mean doing things over and over and over again, but I think like best way that I can actually put this in words is like, because we know pretty much the definition. I don't have the actual definition in front of me, but the gist of it is to do something on a consistent basis and be able to do it when you don't want to do it and whatsoever. Yes, but is that all what it is though? Like with consistency, is that really all what it is? And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of lost it right there. I thought I had where I was going with it, but then it just went, it just went down. I was like, oh shit, oh shit. But mainly, see, one thing I'm learning about consistency is it's not just okay. So see, the thing is, okay, with my perspective, what I really truly see what consistency is. Well, one, it is to do whatever activities that you're trying to do, and I want to say just activity activities that you want to do over and over again on a timely manner or whatsoever, but mainly to do the things that you do within on a rhythm and do it like over and over again, and not just a rhythm, but it's it's like this. Think of it as, I forgot what it's called, a scale, not a scale, but mainly it's like this. It's because see, the thing is there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. So it's like, imagine this. All right, so whenever we think of consistency, is like this, like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Like that. Just that's it. Consistency. Just that. Say it. That's what it is. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and that's what we think of mainly consistency. That's the thought process. But the more I continue on to actually do this and actually put in the work, this how I really think of consistency. Consistency. Up, down, a little higher, go to the middle, down, up, down, a little higher, down to the middle, up again, down, up, down. It's just, but then there's like, it's like different sequences, but still on a certain rhythm. Obviously I didn't do it correctly, but what I'm trying to say is just like, think of it as music, because let's be real, music. When you really think about it, that's crazy how music is truly is. Like, music is really is an extraordinary invention, to be honest. Because mainly what it is a bunch of different sounds harmonized to one cohesive thing. and, and when it comes to consistency, it's like that. It's there's going to be days that you sit there, put in that work, and then once you put in that work, there's going to be days that you just need to rest and you just need to chill out. But then, as the regular consistency point that we have, what you do, just up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, your body begins to recognize a pattern and actually get comfortable with that pattern that you do. So then, once you actually begin to evolve, because that's the thing, because I'm starting to notice that too, because once you evolve, then you start to begin to do, up, down, down a little bit more, all the way up, all the way down, up, down, a little bit down, a little bit up, a little bit up again, down, up, down, middle. Mainly what I'm saying is you begin to learn your true rhythm, and you begin to see that, because let's be real, like, especially how this system and society is set up, it's very rigid. It's very just straightforward and whatsoever. It's just 8 hours a day, 7 days a week. You sit there, you get a paycheck, and you work with your time. You use your time to get some money, and you have to sit there and work hard all the way up onto the corporate ladder and whatsoever, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people who feels like that's feels wrong and doesn't want to actually go through that way, especially a lot of the males that's out here. That I understand, and it does sucks like that, but that's why when you're on that process of working on consistencies whatsoever, first of all, and I'm not just telling this to you. I'm just not you who's watching this video right now. I'm not just telling it to you. I'm telling it to myself as well too. So especially yourself, man. If you're watching this, man, this is for you. It's for you. Work at your pace, man. Work at your pace, and be easy on yourself. Be soft on yourself. Be forgiving of yourself. Just take your time, because yeah, it's true that whatever that's going out there, but if you don't have your timing right, guess what? You're gonna have a very bad time. So just sit there, focus on yourself, and just love on yourself and whatsoever. And I'm going to do a lot more episodes on this as well too. But anyways, actually accomplished something. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't even gonna try to actually record something, but I was like, you know what? This is one of the few things that I've been really pretty consistent on, and I'm gonna sit there and get consistent with this. I'm gonna get consistent with this, and we will see how this will work all the way towards June. Cause I've been doing this for at least like 10 months, almost consistently. But there was technically consistently, with some breaks here and there. But other than that, I'm getting there. I'm getting there, and hopefully by next year around February 3rd, I'll be in a better studio, and I'll be able to actually have a guest. So whoever this guest is that end up sitting there speaking with me on February 3rd, maybe not February 3rd, but next Wednesday on February of next year. Man, remember this. Oh yeah, hopefully I'll remember this video too. Anyways, thank you for joining me in my corner universe. Peace.